Hi, Aquarius. This is your February 2019 love and general forecast. I decided to put both together, and so you're going to get two readings in one for this month due to Valentine's Day, right? Now, I don't know if you celebrate it, but I figured it would be fun just to include that. And it can be all relationship all types of relationships, not just romantic. So it can be, family, friends, just how the love will be flowing in your life throughout the month of February. Okay. So we're going to start with the general. No, let's start with the love reading first. Okay. Let's start with the love reading. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot for the love reading. I don't know if you guys are into that sort of thing. I've already pre shuffled, right? So I'm not going to do that very loud shuffling that sometimes we tarot readers do. I've done all that loud stuff. We have two cards that popped out, the King of Wands in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse. I'm going to keep these for you guys. Oh. All right. I'm not going to take all of those, like half the deck. Okay, I'm looking for one more card for you guys. Okay. You're choosing not to argue, not to bicker, not to struggle with certain thoughts, not to continue with a certain dialogue any longer. Maybe you're cutting off communication. You're just choosing not to confront someone. Could be that you're avoiding communication with someone, right? Looks like this King of Wands, if this is you, Aquarius, you are not in a good place emotionally speaking. You're not happy. And it could be that there's a bit of tyranny going on, a bit of, I think, anger. I would say anger. Maybe pride, maybe a reluctance to change your point of view. And so rather than discuss or confront, either one, communicate, you are just avoiding the whole topic altogether. Ooh. So this card jumped out. And you're wanting to just move on. This is almost like you're ignoring the whole thing. You're going from the Five of Swords in reverse to the Six of Swords. Now, this could mean that while you are moving on mentally or switching the subject, right? It doesn't mean necessarily that there is any resolution to this. It just means that you're going to just carry on as usual, as you're just going to squash it. Let me see what else pops out for you, Aquarius. This is very interesting. And there is no judgment here. The only thing I would say is that the King of Wands is in reverse, which means that this might just be you. It means that because it's in reverse, it's telling me that you're not being who you truly are. You are out of alignment with who you truly are. And rather than be the loving, charismatic, charming, positive person that you can be, you're in a place of turmoil and you're just out of sorts. and you're just not yourself. So there's not really any judgment here. It's just that you're not yourself, right? And you're not happy, and and you're kind of in a place of pride right now, of not admitting anything, of not even wanting to discuss any part of personal accountability. This is leading to the Ten of Cups here. You could be happy, but you choose because of the position you are choosing to take, it is preventing you from being happy. Ten of Cups in reverse, right? You could have it all, but you're just not willing. You've made a particular decision. That doesn't mean that you can't make a decision to go in another direction, because these are lower arcana here. And it started with the King of Wands. It started with this attitude of might is right, and I'm not changing, and I'm not going to see the other party's perspective, and I need to be right. Like, I don't care. It's literally, I don't care how they feel. I don't care, right? And so I think at some point you're going to realize that the stubbornness isn't getting you anywhere. Ooh. And you're going to feel like, okay, two things. You're either going to throw yourself into work to avoid everything and just carry on, or you're going to realize you have a lot of work to do, and you're going to work on it. But it's going to be done in private. Or you're going to push on through, and you're going to do it. You're just going to do what you have to do yourself. There is a sense of isolation here, a sense of doing things yourself, solitude, feeling misunderstood, but also not caring, a sense of apathy, boredom, disappointment, not appreciating. You're not having a good. This is just the beginning of the month, Aquarius. From these cards, I would say that it's a good idea to ask yourself why. What is it that you want? What is preventing you from softening, right? From quieting this raging fire that you have going and not allowing anything to permeate or come through. Why are you turning away from what is being offered? Do you feel like because it's not exactly what you want, it's useless to you? Someone is trying to get your attention and you're not interested. You're wanting to move on, you're wanting to leave because there is something missing. You don't want to talk about it, you just want to go. And it's almost like mentally you're already gone. And emotionally, you're waiting for something to be offered to you. I think you will come out of it. You'll realize that there are certain things that you need to do. You need to work on. That's it. And it will take some time. The Hermit card popped out in reverse, right? You'll realize what it is. Introspection. You're gonna go inward. You're gonna figure it out. You're gonna figure out what works and what doesn't work. What isn't working, what has not worked. And you're going to realize there needs to be some fine tuning with regard to your thoughts. This is about your thoughts. The way you think and how you make decisions based on the way you think, right? The conclusions you draw, the way you communicate those thoughts, right? All right, so I'm going to pull a Rumi card. That's it for the tarot with regard to love. Let's pull a Rumi card for you. I love the Rumi cards. They just ooze love. Everything about them is love. Love for yourself. You know, how to relate to others with love, and in the true sense of the word, unconditionally, rather than just romantic blah blah blah. Not that kind of love. Actual true love. Love without conditions, right? So let's see here. We pulled Let Love Transform. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Look at the color. Look at that light shining there. Right? And love does transform. So let's see what number 14, Let Love Transform, means for you. Okay. It's long and I'm not going to read the entire thing. Okay. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls, the dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby and the body becomes all soul. It says, love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hollowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. As the sun begins to set the colors, become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly there would be not even a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. The advice is, detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet that you shall know with great certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare, perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. Mm. Well, I'm so happy to see that you're twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Hmm, okay. So there's a sacred honoring ritual here. Um, it says, open your arms to heaven. Imagine sacred bounty pouring down more than you can hold. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want: love, abundance, peace, passion, healing. This Six of Swords is like healing. It's healing of the mind, right? Let it descend into your body and soul just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with the sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. Put your hands in prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. So this is about understanding that what you want, you will never miss out on what is yours. It will come in its right time. Okay? This Four of Cups in reverse is about waiting for something, right? Waiting for it to come. Having it come and being ready for it though, right? This Four of Cups is apathy. Don't give up on something because it hasn't arrived in the way you would have liked. Okay? Allow yourself to heal. Realize what hasn't been working for you, right? And work on it. Sometimes it helps to take your mind off of things with work, with other things, until what you want has the green light to move into your existence. Because sometimes we think things to death, and all it does is create the block, create the obstacle, slows it down further, right? So, Aquarius, that was your love reading, okay? Everything will show up for you in its divine timing. And when it does, you'll be blown away. It happens this way, where you're just like, I can't believe this is happening. This is actually happening, right? It's rough, but it's temporary. It's momentary. Okay, so we're going to go into your general reading, okay, Aquarius? 19 minutes in. I said I wouldn't do that. It's such a bad habit. Oh my god. Okay, so here we go. General reading for Aquarius. What we got? General reading. I try to do these things shorter. I really do. Okay. Okay. You have the Hanged Man. General life. Man. Mm. 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 In a way, the Hanged Man is almost the opposite of that Four of Cups. Mm. This is interesting. Now, mind you, I said that your love readings don't have to be romantic, right? It could be what you love. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be an opportunity that you're waiting for, that when you think about it, there's so much love involved. You know, there's so much love connected to it. Knight of Wands. Okay, more fire energy here, Aquarius. I had an older brother who was an Aquarius. Reminds me of this Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay. So far, the Hanged Man, you are waiting for, there's something that you want to understand. You are in a place of limbo because there's something you want out of life. And you're trying to understand how it all works. Like, how does it work? Right? How do I do this? The Hangman is the opposite of the Virgo Hermit card, in that Virgo wants to see the details of things and how they fit together and how they work. And do they work? Whereas the Hanged Man is about understanding how things work, but on a broader scale. Like, not just how they, it's like the significance of it. Why do things happen this way? This way? Why do they fit together this way? Right? What is the meaning? Not just the function, but the meaning. Why do we meet? Why do we find the job and then realize it's not the right job for us? Why do we marry a particular person and then the marriage doesn't work out? How do things happen this way? And what is the significance of that? Okay, so the next card is the Knight of Wands, following that Hangman. So you're in the Hangman position right now for the month of February, and you're in a place where you're trying to understand, what is this all for? I want to understand. I want some insight. You're asking for insight so that you can understand which direction to move, right? The reason why things are happening in the way that they are is so that you can get better insight into which direction you'd like to go. What where would you like to go next? And how you would make that decision is with or through your passion. Okay? When you think of where you'd like to go next, it has to be inspired. This card is about action through inspiration, not motivation, not pushing you, but drawing you, right? Make it, you feel it in your gut. Yes, This is where I'd like to go. He has that one. Look at that. He has that Ace of Rods in his hand. He's doing this through inspired action. And so if you're in a place of limbo, if you're in a place where, okay, whatever is happening in your life right now, where you are trying to choose what action to take, it first requires you to sacrifice this need to do something. It's it's calling you to a place of quiet contemplation and in faith in right action, not just immediate action. Okay? Because you will be inspired when the time is right to move forward. And I say that because you have temperance in reverse, and that means you're not in a place right now where your decisions will yield good results or the results that you want if you just go for it without that inspired action. Because the forcing of things, right? You cannot force things to happen right now. You cannot push, right? Because what will end up happening is that you will get pushed back, or the universe will just swallow you, and your action would be for nothing. It'll blow up in your face. It's like you trying to mix two volatile liquids together to create something, and the instructions are to take your time and to mix it as slowly as possible. And you're like, what's the big deal? I know I have to put this exact amount in. Why can't I just measure that amount and just dump it in? The amount is the amount, right? And it's like, no, it's the time that those things take to properly mix. That is what's important. And that will be in its right time, not in your timing. You just have to know what you're trying to do and do those things that are required. And that means you have to sacrifice something of yours. You have to sacrifice this old belief. This is requiring expansion on your part. This is requiring a leap of faith. And when I say faith, it means that faith is like not having the evidence, but doing something you've never experienced before, even without the evidence that it will turn out right. Right? Because you're used to operating a certain way. So doing things another way for you is going to be really uncomfortable. And you're going to feel like you're chomping at the bit. And you're going to feel like, if I don't do it the way I've always done it, how do I know it's going to work out right? And the universe is saying, you have to trust me. I don't know what to tell you other than you have to trust me. You have to trust that I will give you that right timing. I will be there. I got your back because I know what you want. But you have to release your control. Ace of Wands, another Ace of Wands. New beginning. You have to trust. And it's right under that Hanged Man. You have to trust that when the time is right, you will get that beginning that you have longed for. But all you need to know now is where you'd like to go. You just need to know the direction you'd like to go. And I will get you there. Okay. Page of Cups reversed. This will require maturity. Now, it seems you're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to that inner voice. You're reluctant. There's a sense of reluctance here to listen, to pay attention to the little things, to the synchronicities and the little things. Let me tell you, spirit does not yell and scream. It whispers. And in order to hear it, you have to be quiet. Can't be moving and moving all over the place and here and going there. And hang out a bit. Chill. Chill out. All right? Oh, but I want to go. You're wanting to move. You're enthusiastic. Or there is this person in your life that maybe another fire sign, or you may have fire in your chart, which is creating this sense of enthusiasm, right? And excitement and desire. But you have to temper it a little bit. It's excellent that you feel that. But there is a need for collaboration with yourself. This is a cooperative effort here. It's not just you. It's the relationship between you and you. You guys are a team. So if your spirit is telling you, hey, be easy, I'm going to let you know. You just have to trust me. And you're going to know when the time is right to start this new endeavor, to go full speed ahead. And I'm going to keep talking in your ear. It's not like I'm giving up on you, but it's important that you be still a little bit. Okay, I'm waiting for one last card for you, Aquarius. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards here. Justice. Oh my God. Justice, right? So, you will get justice. There will be balance restored. There will be justice. If this is regarding court system, there will be a judgment, right? And it will be fair and it will be just. Okay? With temperance, there is this sense of wanting shortcuts, right? Wanting things quickly, and what happens is it's haphazard. It's dangerous. It's volatile. And in it, upright brings healing. In reverse, brings not destruction, but more like damage, I would say. Better word. So the card I'm going to pull for you as far as advice is the Wisdom of the Oracle cards. It's the back. If you watch tarot, you've probably seen it all over. They're one of my favorite oracle decks ever. So what advice can we offer Aquarius for the month of February? Oh, one other thing. If there's anything that you'd like to see on this channel, please let me know. If you prefer seeing the cards instead of seeing my face, that's all right. I don't take offense. I'm not a camera person anyway. Kind of camera shy, to be honest. Okay. This one. Thinker. This one. Yin. So I pulled 2 cards for you. I was only going to pull one, but it is what it is. Thinker is 44. It's a master number. 44. The meanings are strategy, being analytical, and logical. The Oracle's message: the ability to reason and strategize is the focus now. Take things at face value and follow the logical path. Your calculations will prove to be correct, for in this moment there is no deeper meaning than what is obvious. Things are exactly as they seem. You have all the information you need. Keep it simple, and you will win the game of life you're playing right now. Right? So if you're in a place where you're waiting, you're making sacrifices, you are, trying to get this feeling of when to move, there is no need to push. If you don't feel it, you don't feel it. Don't try to create it artificially. You don't feel it, right? It is what it is. All right. Relationship message. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your relationship. If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Absolutely. See that fish? That fish is trying to rap to her like, hey. So, or him, it's a page. Try to rap to him. It's like, hey. So, what's going on? It's like, you're a fish. Like, stay in your lane, right? So you need to listen to that. Listen to that voice that's like, no, this isn't it. Like, no. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts, right? Prosperity message. Calculated action is called for now. It's important to sit down and plan a strategy. Focus on the steps you're going to take to claim your prosperous life. Lists are friends now. Lists are your friends now. So get out your journal. Write down what you're going to do today to signal to the universe that you're serious about attracting abundance. Your plans and strategies will yield wonderful results. Google Focus Wheel. Excellent way to get yourself in that energy of lining yourself up with what you want. Remember, your most effective strategy partner is spirit. See what I'm telling you? Didn't I tell you that? Listen to spirit. You will win this game, and your triumph will be for the highest good of all. Justice. You will win, right? Okay. Number 2 is yin. Let's see. The meanings are the feminine principle of receptivity. Receptive. Wait for the sign. Wait for the signal. Wait for word. Letting someone else make the first move. Gathering information and taking in cues. The art of conscious allowing. Conscious allowing. Aquarius. So this is also upright. So I'll read the Oracle's message. This is the time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you. Exactly. This is not inactivity. There's activity going on here. It's internal, though. It is below the surface. It is unseen. It's a knowing. It's a faith. And that is activity. Okay. Allowing things to flow to you poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Okay, so this Knight of Wands may be a fire sign that will be coming to you with an offer. Okay, Knights bring offers, they bring assistance. Okay, they bring action. And so if there is a Knight, if there's someone in your life, and this could be related to a court, anything legal, right? This Knight may be bringing you something, okay? And that something is something that will require you to not be hasty, okay? It'll require you to allow resolution and a new start. It will bring you a new start, provided that you can allow the integration of everything. Meaning, you could see, okay, meaning you can understand what is being offered to you and how you can use it in an effective way to create this new start, right? This is this is advanced chemistry, okay? This is knowing what is being presented to you, understanding how you can then use it, seeing the bigger picture here. This is advanced level, right? And don't just feel like, because of I know a lot of Knight of Swords people, and they ride in and they coming in hot, okay? And if you're a person that's not really comfortable with that kind of energy, it may put you off, right? You may be a little standoffish. But once you get over that initial feeling, that shock, because they may be a little bit aggressive. They're aggressive. So once you get over that and you can see past that, right? And really get a clear picture of what this means, right? That Hanged Man, what it means, then it will create this new start for you. I'm sorry. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you'll see how quickly your dreams manifest. Absolutely. Be the shaped, not the shaper. This isn't about being the winner, the aggressor, right? Relationship message. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Okay? Prosperity message. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. See what I'm saying? Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. That is temperance in reverse. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. Exactly. This is temperance and yin are very closely related. This is the essence of things, right? This is the ethereal value of things. It's not about the nickels and dimes or the words coming out of their mouth. It's about what those nickels and dimes mean for you, words, what are those words for? What is the purpose of? Because sometimes, for example, you have an argument and then the person comes a couple days later, right? Let's say they're not speaking to you and then they come in a couple days later and they're just like, well, you busy today? And while their attitude may not be to your liking, you know that they miss you and they want to talk to you. It's just their pride is getting in the way. So you know the essence of it. You don't need, the words don't matter. It's the essence of it. That's what's important, because that is what you are allowing to guide you, right? That is what your actions are being shaped by, not the words. Because let's face it, not everyone knows how to communicate their true feelings, right? Or their desires. Okay, so Aquarius, I hope this helped. If there's if there are any suggestions, let me know how things work out. Please post a comment. I love comments. I love hearing from you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and I will read for you again soon. Bye.